Hello, what's the crack, lads? Welcome to the LA Angels franchise here on MLB The Show. I am DFG, and we're back once again. We'll throw on a bit of music here. Um, so we're back once again. If you didn't see the last one, I would recommend you go watch it. It was something that I didn't expect to happen. We went into the draft and we were picked on by the Minnesota Twins for 2 rounds in the late rounds. They picked on us, and they took two of my relief pitchers that I was going to take, and they were 2 picks before us in the draft. So you can imagine that I wasn't all that happy that that's what it came from it. But feel free to go back and take a look at it. Today we're going to continue. We're going to see if we can sign those draft picks. We can't click into them yet, but when we can go into them, I will show you them. Them. I guess there's nothing really more I can say. I'll show you their what they look like, where they could be playing, where, and so on and so forth. Before we do that, though, there is something I do need to take a look at here. As you can see from the beginning of our roster, we've actually got 27 players that are active on our roster at the moment. That needs to change, very simply, because we can't have that. So I want to see if I can find a trade. Now, we don't really have many players to get rid of or to trade. The one thing that I would be looking at would be Yusei Kikuchi. But we're already down 24 pitchers because I had to send down Alek Manoah, who did very poorly in his 45 innings. So we don't really have a fifth starting pitcher at the moment, and I'm doing a bullpen game. I'll go in and I'll show you some of the changes that I made, but I don't want to do too much on that yet. But I do want to make a trade. I think the one that we could possibly get something is Adam Frazier. I don't think we'll get much for him, but if I could get some kind of position player who's like got really high contact, like he doesn't have to be a particularly good player. Like he could be like a 59 overall deep potential player who's got 61 contact. I can still see them getting a spot in our lineup. So I do want to go and look for that. I don't have anybody in mind at the moment, but I do want to go through some teams right here, right now with you guys, and to see who I could possibly go for. So obviously we want to go for teams that are good, I guess, who are buying. So before we do that, I guess we should indeed go to the standings. So we don't want to do anybody in our, hopefully no one in our conference. I was working last night, guys, so you're gonna have to forgive me for yawning here a few times during the stream. But we want to do. Let's give it to some players. So the Braves, the Phillies, the Mets, the Cubs, the Reds, the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and the Rockies. So who would need a second baseman backup? Maybe not so much the Rockies, but maybe the Diamondbacks. Let's take a look at them here. Diamondbacks. So they obviously have Ketel Marte, who is their main guy. But after that, they don't actually have anybody really. Tim Tawa is there. He's on the trade block. Tommy Troy is also on the trade block. Lots of guys here for second base in the trade block. Can we look at their trade block? I wonder. Yes, we can. So let's go to the Diamondbacks and see what they're offering here. There's plenty of players here, no doubt about that. They have Ryan Waldschmidt on the trade block here. I don't know why they would want that. I'm not going to be able to get him though with who I have. Just trying. They're not seeking a second baseman though, so maybe I should go through the teams who maybe are looking for one. So we've got Seattle. We're not trading with them, or Texas. The Braves. Maybe the Braves. Are they a possible trade target here? Yeah, they want a second base. So let's see what they have on their trade block. What you got? What do you have, Braves? As I said, I'm not looking for anything crazy. Defensive shortstop. I don't see why they would trade Brett Wisely to me. Let's try. I don't have anybody on the trade block that I think that they would actually want to give up. Well, let's see what we have. We'll start off with catcher. No one there. First base, Drew Compton, not really a hitter. Wilfer Verdon, also not one. Mason Guerra, also not one. Dixon Williams. Dixon Williams has got a decent skill set here, but he's 64. He's already at where his potential probably is. Could you get a Cal Conley? I'm not really liking where he's at. Brett Wisely again, they're not going to take him. I'm a big fan of Aaron Schunk. I've had him in previous games, and I definitely like to use him. I'm going to lower that music just a tad. He's got some power against righties, but I still think he's too high. EJ Esposito. I do like where the vision is at. But how much do they value Nick Madrigal here? Or not Nick Madrigal, Adam Fraser. Who did he even have? Yeah, they've had the Albies. Want someone to back him up. Albies obviously very good against lefties. And Fraser's good against righties, so that's actually a really good, pickup for them if they were to get him. Is Jordan Groshans available? I don't think he would be. South Athene. I'm not sure. If you could give me someone maybe within the 50s, like the high 50s or the C overall, Eric Hartman is not a guy I'm looking for. I want someone who's got at least something that would be good. Like if your hitting is in the 50s, I would be a little bit more intrigued. Douglas Glad. See potential, 21-year-old right fielder. Got some decent stats on him. They really don't have anyone, Braves. We'll go through again. Mets don't want a second baseman. Can Frazier play third? He can. And he can play outfield. So who was that looking for a third baseman? They're looking for young players. The Pirates are looking for a third baseman and an outfielder. And Adam Fisher might help them with that. He would actually become their second best third baseman on their team. So certainly not a bad idea here. To maybe go for the Pirates. But again, what can you look like? They have many on the trade block here. Soto is on the trade block. Obviously, they're not going to trade schemes, Not that I would get him, but first base. Tony Blanco's not. He might be someone I'd be interested in, and I don't know why he's in left field and right field, but I suppose with Nolan Shanawell on our thing, we don't really need a first baseman. I wouldn't mind getting a third baseman. Kiner Delgado got some good vision on him. I just don't think we're going to get a 62 overall, 22-year-old second baseman. Again, I don't think we're going to get that kind of player. Caro Jordani de los Santos. I'd actually really like to go for him, but again, a 61 overall, see potential player. He's so far away from the show, though. What's wrong, buddy? The dog just came into the room. Oh, big stretch, buddy. Got him out early for a walk, but still a bit tired. Yeah, good boy. Shalin Polanco's actually got something going for him. Really good defensive player that you could actually develop the hitting side of things. You know, like he's a C potential. Even if he's a 71, he's got like 12 more to go. So maybe we offer that trade and see what the Pirates do. They'll get back to me in a few days. So let's go continue with that. That's fine. But before we can really do anything else, I mean, I need to get the team down to. Do I just get rid of Travis d'Arnaud? Because he's not like. Can I get rid of him? No, didn't think I could. I need a backup catcher. Obviously, Shanwell's not going anywhere. Don't want to send either of these guys down. I could just send Nick Madrigal back down. I mean, he's hitting 224. I can't send Rendon down. And I've got Nick Walton or Donovan Walton there. So yeah, let's just send down Nick Madrigal. Oh, he's got 5 years. But he was at AAA. I have to designate him for assignment. I don't want to do that. I could send Oswald Peraza. He's on a cold streak. He's hitting 244. He's not in a cold streak, actually. Hitting 244, which isn't bad at all. I'll be bringing him back up anyway. I'll send Oswald Peraza down for the time being so we can get into this first game. This first game is really important, actually. It's the first game we're playing today, and it's the first game that we have. It's against the Twins. We are 1,000% playing this full game, getting our payback on them right now. Let's go get it. Are we 42 men on our 40 men? Why? I could just get rid of Rendon here, and then I wouldn't have to deal with it. I didn't know we had 40, more than 40. I might just get rid of Rendon. Because he's not played all year. Yeah, let's just get rid of Matt Rendon. Let's just get rid of him. Because I don't need him right now. Who could I remove? Walbert Urain has actually been really good. Yeah, why not just send him down? He's a 22-year-old. I really doubt that anyone would want to pick him up. So, there we go. So what does that do with Anthony Rendon? Yeah, give me Oswald Peraza back then. I should have just done that in the first place. I'm after using his option now, but that's fine. It's not that big a deal. Do I have my lineup set up? I did set up my lineups, but buddy, come on, come in here if you want. Okay, so we need to set up our lineups, or at least we need to. Who is it for a third base? Anyone here who can hit righties? Not really. Soler can hit righties a bit. Yeah, we'll play third base here. Adam Frazier can play in the outfield. Adele center. Play short, so he can. No, Neto can only play short. So Donovan Walton can play second. Adam Frazier can play third. So that fixes that, and we don't have to change anything on the lefty side. So let's finally get into this game. And let us hope that we can get a win here. We'll keep it as it is for the time being, even though there is some energy issues. I might actually give Travis d'Arnaud a start here. He's been pretty good. He's not very good against righties, though. So we'll move him down on the order. Yeah, we'll go with that. What's wrong, buddy? He obviously wants me to go look at something here. Once we get into the game, I'll pause it and see what's up with him. He's whinging. Which isn't like him, really. He usually doesn't do that. Okay, let's just skip it. We're looking for a sweep here, which is obviously why they wanted to hurt us here. Pitching has done well, to be fair. We lead the series, and today we want to take him down. They've got Pablo Lopez on the mound. This is his first game of the season. Just want to see what the problem with the dog is. I'll be right back. Sorry about that there, guys. Back once again. Just wanted pets, as he normally does, but we've got Nolan Shannowell to start our game here today. And that's the first pitch from Pablo Lopez for quite some time. So, I suppose with us being in the game here, how have you guys been? It's been warm here. I don't know about you guys. It's cooled down a little bit, but there, like, earlier this week, it was 30 degrees, and it was boiling. That was the one I probably should have gone with, but it was tough, and like we don't get that kind of weather, so that's sweltering here, and that's a pop up. It might bloop in though. It did. First hit of the day is a bloop single for Nolan Shannowell. I've actually been getting a lot of those. I've been playing a lot of the MLB The Show 25. I have it on the Switch. It's mostly just for something that I can play during my breaks and work and stuff. Here comes Mike Trout. That one's in there. But I was looking around like the map there for like weather, and it just seems that there's heat just everywhere. But it has cooled down here significantly, thank God, because you would be sweating here. Like where I live, the heat just hits massively different. It's just a different. Oh, just on the outside. That was a good pitch though. Low outside, nice pitch. Strikeout for Trout, which I've done a lot with him this year. Would have preferred not to do that. That's another good sinker there for on Joe Adele. Ooh, sweeper. He's caught me a few times, Lopez. Thought he did well with Shannowell, but couldn't catch up with the fastball. But, yeah. Arsenal, of course, losing on... Ooh, strikeout. Arsenal, of course, losing on penalties there last night. Was it last night? It was last night. In the Champions League final, don't know if you guys watch football, but or soccer, I should say, since we're playing an American sport here. They didn't really play well, so like I didn't see much of it. I saw bits. I was working, but I mostly just saw highlights, and it looked like they didn't really have a great game. Why are you in the Neto should not be in the cleanup spot here. I need to readjust my lineup for righty hitters. And there's another strikeout. Nicely done. We've got Jose Soriano, who I think is playing pretty well in real life at the moment as we face off against the Minnesota Twins here. But he's having a good season as far as I'm aware, though I don't really keep up to really outside. It was outside. I don't really keep up too much with the Angels. I am a Kansas City Royals fan, so he would kind of be the guy. They would be the guys that I would normally go look at. The 100 on the strike there, high in the zone. There's another strike. Now, what have you got? Can we finish it off with the slurve? Will that do it here for Matt Wallner? Yes! Struck him out. Nice. Good start. One up, 1K. See if they've got any changes here, if anything's doing particularly well. Brooks Lee is having a decent season, obviously. Byron Buxton. A lot of good players there. Now we face the danger man, Byron Buxton. Yeah, Buck's a good player. And he's been pretty loyal to Minnesota, so you know, hats off to him there. He's hitting 292 this season in the series, and that's terrifying. But we're gonna do a slurve, get it outside there. It doesn't offer. I'm not surprised that he didn't. Maybe if we can get a split or low here on the outside. And we got him! 2 up, 2 Ks for Jose Soriano, who's on a cold streak here. So we could get a really good start here. They want to slurve inside to start for Royce Lewis, who's performing decently actually so far. That's ball 1. It's just outside. That's a good sinker. It's a really good sinker. It's exactly where I would want it to be. They want the slurve. Let's give it to them. Nice again. I think I want the fastball up and in here. Get him with the triple digits. Ooh, that's just inside. Oh, it's way inside. I felt like I saw that completely differently. Anyway. 257 for Royce Lewis. But he strikes out here. And Jose Soriano struck out the side to begin the game. There's a reminder here for the Twins just to see how they're getting dominated in this series, which makes me feel good because they've been nothing but a pain. That's a strike. Ooh, it's a really good pitch as well. I would have swung at that too. Just trying to lay off some pitches here. And then I just swung at that one. That's way inside. That one's to hit, and that one could get down, and it does. Adam Frazier gets one in, and that could be his last hit before he leaves for the Padres. Now, is it the Padres? It was the Pirates. It was the Pirates. So I like Adam Frazier, but he's not been amazing this year. I need to get, you know, I wouldn't mind you know, giving someone a chance. I gave Donovan Walton a chance. He's done very well. I'm struggling to catch up with the fastball. This is the one thing I think in this game that they've done a lot more is they've made fastballs much tougher to hit. Like if they're up in the zone, they come at you fast. Even when it's like a 93, 94 miles per hour fastball, it feels faster. That one's low, and that's a strikeout. Josh Lowe not having the greatest of years for us. That's our 4th strikeout of the game. So he also struck out the side. Well, he didn't. He's left up 2 hits. Jorge Soler. Ooh, that one felt like it was slightly late. It wasn't very late. Oh, it was. Wow. I am completely mistaken. I felt like I was relatively on time with that. And now I'm trying to catch up, and the sweeper is a good pitch. Another strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts in a row. Donovan Walton, he's hit 303. Pablo Lopez came in with 994 strikeouts, and you might have one. Finally, we got some contact. But that one's going to be caught. So, strikeouts aplenty here today. Right. Now we're back to defense. Cody Clemens, power hitter. See what we can do here. That's 2 outside. That one's down the middle. We get one inside. What we really need to do is get Soriano back on the good side, because he's got a 5.88 ERA. I don't know what his contract is like right now, but whatever it is, we might have to take a look at maybe trading him. So walking the first batter after a really good first inning, and he's gone. And no, we're going to catch that. And that's okay. So 1 out here. We aren't getting 27 strikeouts, just in case you thought that we would, but he's not taking off. That's a good slurve. He's going to challenge it. Good eye. Call overturned. So, oh, nice sinker. I was just about to say what you guys have been playing in terms of video games, because that's out of here. Yep, Josh Bell, 2-run home run. I was like, where did that go? Oh, it's going out here. Fair enough. Josh Bell, it's his 9th home run of the season. As the slurve didn't even miss that badly, but Bell had enough to muscle it out of there. I felt like that was close. It was close too. Trevor Larnach for the Twins. Losing a little bit of his command here, but back to what I was saying about video games. I've been playing a lot recently. I've gotten through a lot of games, and really? Yeah, that one actually was a ball. I'm surprised at that. Nice one. Finally got one in there. What do you want to do now? They're looking for the sinker. I guess we could just go that, and we don't want to walk anyone. And Larnack is going to get one. That's 2 walks this inning for Soriano. So I don't want to do a mound visit this early. Okay, pop up. Soriano will take care of it himself. Orlando Arcia. That's not where I wanted it, but it worked. Nice. Now let's finish this off. Didn't go after the slurve. Yeah, you're not going to go after the slurve. You're going to... What about this? Fastball up and in, and it will indeed go after it, and that will end the inning. So Josh Bell, well, it was a really good hit, to be fair. But the walk obviously hurt. Now it's Travis d'Arnaud, who's not done a good job. Well, he's done a great job being effective this season, but his problem is that was a terrible swing at the sweeper. His problem is he's 37 years old and he's dropped like 5 overall points since the start of the season. I'm trying to be selective in the ones that I hit, but as you guys probably know, I'm not very good at this game. Like, even that sweeper, it's an 87 miles per hour sweeper. It's up high in the zone, and I'm late on it. And I'm definitely late on that one. That's like a 7th strikeout of the game. 6th. We need to stop, because guys shouldn't be getting, this kind of... Well, when they do, I need to dial in here, because all I'm doing is swinging at terrible pitches, and the ones that I do want to swing at, that one does make contact. That's just late, and that's going to be a pop out. Trying to work the counts here, trying to make sure he uses pitches. He's only got 36 used so far. Mike Trout is up next. That's inside. Obviously, would like to get a ring for Mike Trout. That is one of the objectives I have in this series. But obviously, get a ring in general is, is one of the idea. Oh, I should have let that go. And they're gonna finish it. I'll bring up the third. But obviously, I want to get Trout a ring. Like, the idea would be to not trade him unless it's like really near the end. That one nearly hit triple digits. They want the slurve inside. That one's a bit high. Warner doesn't offer at it. Let's try to split her low and away. Now it ended up high. So yeah, his command hasn't been amazing today, but when he gets hot, it's weird. He'll have like 3-pitch sequence where he'll get guys out. That's another strikeout for Soriano. That's strikeout number 4. And now back to the Buck. Byron Buxton. That is not where I wanted that pitch. I wanted it lower. Well, actually, I wanted it more higher. But that looked like it was like right down the middle. That's a good pitch. Weak contact. And we get Buck out. So Buxton hasn't been the one who's been doing damage who has done damage so far. So that's a good thing. Say no on the slurve. They want to do a slurve right down the middle? No. Catch up with his fastball. Triple digits. There we go. Do it again. Royce could just smash these out, no doubt about it. That's going to be a tough play in center field. He catches it on the bounce. That's the second hit that we give up today. Oof. Yeah, he's just not really been very good. Like his pitches have been kind of all over the place, and I guess that's the way he's. Did it? Let's challenge that. I felt like that was a good pitch. Just inside. I'm not very good at challenging pitches, I will say that. How on earth did you hit that way, given the way that it was going? 2-2. Hits one. But we're good. And that'll end the third. A little bit up and down for Soriano, but we need to dial in for these pitches. There we go. Joe Adele gets one. First pitch, swinging. Gets one on the inside, gets it through the first and second baseman. Perfect. Okay. Now Zach Neto. That one's high. Might try and steal here with Joe Adele. I hope he doesn't do a high fastball. It wasn't. It is a fastball, and he's in there. Why would I challenge a call that says that he's safe? 12 stolen bases this year. That's good value. Did call that a strike. It was a strike in some way. In the new baseball. How have you guys thought about the ABS? I think it's a generally positive experience for the most part, but I can understand some people not liking him. But now Zach Neto has got his chance to get a hit here. And he's done well, and that's not going to get down, I don't think. It is going to be caught, and we're going to tag up here. So Joe Adele is going to move to third. And Zach Neto is the first out. So all we need something in the outfield to get him home. Adam Frazier, a hit will do it. Already got a hit today. And it might be his last for the Angels. Oh, that one was way lower than I thought it was going to be. And he's got the clutch to do it. Fighting off that sweeper. But if he hits the fastball high here, we're in trouble. Ooh, just got enough. And that's a pitch. That's right on the top outside corner. Had to fight that one off. Ooh, good battle here. Frazier and Lopez. Come on, give me one down the middle. That'll do. That might get up the middle. It won't, but it will bring home the runner. And Adam Frazier gets us on the board with an RBI. I don't know, an RBI ground out. What would you even call that? Josh Lowe is up next. Ooh, I thought that was going to come inside. I was like, oh, that's going to come inside. But it didn't. 51 pitches for Pablo Lopez now, the top of the fourth. As Josh Lowe has not done well for us, and that one is going to be a ground out for him. That will end the top half of the inning. See, we have a few people here in the stream. So hello to you. Hope you're having a great day here on Sunday. As we continue here with our Angels franchise, and we're trying to get some modicum of revenge on the Minnesota Twins. If you didn't watch the last episode, I recommend you go watching it, because this is why we're playing this game today as our full game feature. Is because we did a draft last episode. You could probably guess as to what happened, but I would suggest you go watch that, and they get a hit there. Just Brooks Lee gets it past the third baseman. Can't remember who's playing third today. Probably Donovan Walton. That's a good one. Josh Bell's going to challenge. That's his second challenge of the day. And he gets this one right too. So Josh Bell, he's got some vision on him, which isn't surprising, I should say. He gets a hit. And he's going to have to go back because they tried to steal. But unfortunately, this is going to end in a flyout. Well, unfortunately for them, it's great for us because down with the Twins. Ooh, Larnack hit that hard. That was way too high on the splitter, though. Did you go? No, he didn't go. It's Trevor Larnack. Splitter. Got a piece of it. They say splitter low and away. Let's go with that then. Ball. His sinker hasn't been... It's not been great. His fastball has been much better. Again, there he gets weak contact on the late swing because you just have to. It's tough to pass to catch up with it. Showed it there again. One splitter, low and away. Let's go with that then. That's outside. I'm not confident in the sinker. I am confident in his fastball. Let's go with that. Fastball. It gets hit, but Trout should be able to take care of it. Pretty sure that's Trout. I can't remember now because I've changed the lineup. Trout would be in center field. No, Joe Adele is in center field. So Adele must be in center. Trout must be the DH then. There's a slurve that Ryan Jeffers swings at. Way too early. They want me to do the same thing again. It's way outside. Say it's ball 2. Really struggling for command. His fastball has been there though. And he went way upstairs to go get it. That will end the 4th. So now we just need to play maybe play some small ball here. Although Jorge Soler is up first. And he could hit one out of here. Not down there, he won't. Home run champion in 2019. A little bit of trivia for you guys there. That's outside. Need to start trying to get more walks. But it was right down the middle and it's very late. It does get out to the seats though. Something that we've actually got here, I've actually got it here with me, is we've got something new in where I live is Dr. Pepper Zero, which is something that we haven't had ever in here, and it's good. It's really good. Like it's very what a pitch there, the sweeper. I thought it was it just dropped. I was like, I'm such afraid of the fastball, but it's never something I've never had. I like Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper Zero has got a really positive like a really good taste to it. Yeah, I really like it. That was inside. Donovan Walton might make this work here because he's got the pace to do it, and he does. Nice one. Well done, Donovan Walton. I like Walton. We brought him up. It wasn't a, particularly, like, that's a bad swing by me. I need to catch up with those. When I see it's down the middle, I need to catch up with them. And sometimes I'll go on runs, where I'll see the fastball. Well, that was early on the circle change. That's outside. That one's low. Got away from the catcher, but didn't really matter. Darno strikes out. That's like his 8th strikeout of the day. You see Lopez just move there? It was weird. 60 speed. I actually thought it was higher given what he did there. I'm still late on the fastball. I feel like I'm not that late when I'm swinging. Clearly I am, but maybe should have done a little bit more batting practice. That one was late. Oh no, that one's actually good. Just didn't get a contact on it. Ooh, the circle change got me. Okay, need to be more selective of what I'm swinging at here, because that's way too many strikeouts. That's just I'm being too, and I do that. I do that. I need to just relax a little. But Soriano back on the mound. We're still in this game, despite the fact that, you know, we haven't really played particularly well, especially offensively. Sorry, and they're really struggling with Soriano's fastball. And it's on, too. But the slurve doesn't get him. What about the slider, then? No, that's low and down. Let's go fastball up and in. It's been a good pitch for us. It's right down the middle, and he gets him. Even when you miss, you gotta get it, because it's so fast. Slurve. Just outside. Such small margins in baseball. Baseball is just golf, but like tougher, because you're hitting. Well, you're not. It's not. That's such a stupid thing to say in terms of what I'm trying to get at. It's the same kind of essence that it's like it's hard enough to hit a ball that's stationary, but now you're doing it when the ball is flying at you. That's a walk. That was definitely a walk at the two. This is what, third walk of the day. It's not what you want to see. Yeah, should have challenged that one. They're still not getting his Buxton. Not like him to do that. He's got the splitter now. I went on the outside corner. It was there. It was a little bit higher than I'd want it to be, though. Slurve. Low and away, and we get Buxton. We've been able to keep Buxton quiet so far. He gets his 6th strikeout. Royce Lewis. His sinker is all over the place. Let's say that's a strike. He's gonna challenge it. These Minnesota Twins pitchers or hitters got some good vision. That's another walk. I think this will be the last inning he faces. And he gets away with it. End of the 5th, and that'll be the end of Soriano's day, I think. Because he's given up 4 walks, so 7 base runners, 6 base runners in 5 innings. It's not too bad, I suppose. Mike Trout. That's ball 1. Oh, that's as close as it could probably be without it being an actual strike. That's another ball. I don't know why I'm swinging at those. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch. Fought off the fastball. Just about. That one's outside. Now a full count. Don't swing at anything bad here. Just watch it. Was I late on that? No, I actually was perfect on that. He just missed it. Fair enough. I don't mind if they just miss it. That's fine. But if my swinging is bad, then that's when I have problems. That was a good. That his circle change has caused me so many problems today. That was actually a good hit. Just needed to get it slightly. See, that's the difference. Like if he's slightly ahead of that, if he swings a fraction earlier, that's straight up the middle. You know, that's the difference. I always found it like so fascinating. Like when you're hitting a golf ball or you're hitting a baseball, like that's the type. Like with your club face in golf, if your club face slightly closed, like a degree or two, you might shank it to the left. Neto is going to get this one up the middle here. Not really good contact, but we take what we can get, and that's another hit. Now, then they're going to call it a day there for Lopez. Pretty good there, to be fair, for Lopez. He's done a good job. And they're going to bring in Marco Raya. Like to see that ERA, but the strikeout rate is very high. And he's also a righty. Go back. Go back. Oh, sorry, it was our final out. I was like, go back, go back. He was just standing there at second base. No, it was our final out. I actually didn't see that. Anyway, that's the end of the day for our pitcher. I wouldn't mind keeping righty out there. Chase Silseth. Give me Jordan Romano here. Not been amazing this year, Romano, but he's gonna come out here with Brooksley. That's a ball. Strike one. Straight to the second baseman. And Brooksley's out. Here comes Josh Bell. We know what... Yeah. We know what he did. That one's out there. That one might bloop in. Nope, we get there. Romano's getting through this inning pretty quickly. Larnick hit that one reasonably hard. But 3 up, 3 down. Good inning there for Jordan Romano. And he probably will get another inning. As the Twins bring in Dan Altavilla. Or the righties are hitting him as well. But Josh Lowe is a lefty. That was a strike. It's a good pitch too. From Dan Altavilla. That one's inside. Just, I would think, yeah. It's a good pitch again from Altavilla. That one was low, but Josh Lowe got there. He's not going to get second base. He might get it now. And yes, he will. Josh Lowe with a double. That improves his 17 doubles this year, but he hasn't done well. I think he's got like probably like a 208 average now. He came in with a 207 average. That one's up too high. Jorge Soler. If you could just put this into the upper deck, that'd be great, and he missed it. I honestly thought I had that one because it was a slider. I felt like it was good, but obviously not. Oh, that one was inside, way inside. I expected it to come in instead of it go out like a sinker. Ah, that high fastball. Come on. I said it time and time again to you guys. If you want good MLB The Show play, this isn't where you're going to find it. Walton back up, and that should be the tying run. Yes, it is. Donovan Walton continues to be A positive player for us as he gets our second RBI of the game. So close there from Lopez getting that ball right back to him. On the low side. Oh, Darno misses it. And now we've gone back to... And they're going to change pitchers again. Obviously, you want to deal with Sean Noel with a lefty. So... I mean, he's still good against lefties. I don't know the problem there. Winning, or the... I was going to say the winning run. The go-ahead run is at first. That one's outside. Banda's probably going to throw a lot of sliders. That first one was good. Second one, not so much. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get that one. Nope. Okay. Come on now, Shanoel. Ooh, that's close. That was close. But it's a good take. 2-2. Shanoel. Oh, I should have saw that coming. But we're back on level terms. We're playing some small ball here. We've 7 hits here today. We just haven't made him pay. Romano is going to stay out here, as he's only got 7 pitches so far. That was exactly where I wanted them to put it. But it seems that they can only throw fastballs today, the Angels pitchers. The obvious choice here. Jeffers gets a piece. I'm looking forward to seeing our draft picks. Joaquim Almanza is definitely the one that I want to see the most, and like we will see that today, 1000%. We will get to the end of August, and we'll see how, or to the first day in August. I think that's when you can see them. I'm not 1000% sure. Maybe we'll go to the September call-ups. I'm not sure about that. That one was a hanging slider, and he got away with it. 1 down. But Romano, 4 up, 4 down so far. Orlando Arcia. Ooh, that might be... No, did he get it? No. Caught from the little cheer that he got it, but I forgot we're away from home. We're in Minnesota. That one was fouled off. Romano. A little bit late. Fought it off. Whoa. He swung at that. Come on. I don't know about that one. He's starting to lose it now a little bit. We weren't going to get both of them there. Tried it, but they did get into second base. And this is where Buxton is really dangerous. We need to be careful here. I just said we needed to be careful. But we get it. End of the 7th. As Buxton got, I think that's his first real good contact today. As Mike Trout comes into the game. Just don't want to strike out here because I've done it all day with him. Ooh. I was late on the fat and a slider upstairs. Need to dial in. Come on now. There we go. That was the one to hit, and I'm early on it. And Mike Trout. I don't think I've hit a hit. I don't think I've got a hit with Trout this year. in comparison to what I normally have. That was a good slider. No, I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna say anything about that one. That was a good pitch. Ooh, low fastball. And the slider gets him. Strikeout number like 14 for us today. Just not good at this, at not striking out. I need to stop. I do need to be more patient. But like, it's working for us, you know. Well, today it is. We've got what, 7 hits, and Minnesota have 4. Is it? Ooh. Did you see that? That sinker just like went and then just accelerated as it hit the plate. That was really weird. They're so hard to see out of the pitcher's hands. Like, it's so difficult to see where they're coming from at this level. I'm not used to. There's a one. Neto gets one. Slider, top of the zone. That's a first. That's a single. And he had one extra base hit today. That was from Josh Lowe in the last inning. Yeah, you're not close, buddy. Neto gets a stolen base. Not been stealing that much. They did say strike for the slider. It is in there. Ooh, that was the one. Despite having high clutch, Frazier hasn't done well with runners in scoring positions this year. They played defensive here, and that was just early. Yeah, obviously, no, I don't mean early as in just early as in it was just early, but I mean, never mind. But oh, I actually thought he hit that. I thought he like hit it down into. I thought it went foul. Oh well, middle of the 8th. So you've already got an hour and 2 minutes into this game. I'm going to change Romano here. I'd love to bring in a lefty, because the majority of the Twins lineup are not very good against lefties. So I'm bringing in Brent Suter here, so hopefully he can get through this inning pretty decent. That's a ball. And he gives up a home run immediately. Back on top, Royce Lewis gets them a home run. Now we need to score at the top of the 9th. Another hard hit, but should be easily taken care of. Suter's going to be straight back out if we get to the 9th. What? Was that low? Yes, it was low. We've got no more challenges now. Oh, he went. Oh, I thought that went foul. Nope. Brent Suter just gave up his second home run of the day. And that'll be the end of his day. Wow. I'm really disappointed by that. Because we were in this game. Like, we've not hit the ball better, but we've certainly had opportunities and we haven't taken them, and now we're paying for it. And our bullpen Well, Brent Suter has caused us to lose our opportunity as they bring in their closer, Taylor Rogers. Josh Lowe is up first, and Josh Lowe, I should have switched him out. He's not a very good lefty hitter. Madrigal, Ohapi Christian Moore is a decent lefty hitter. Matthew Lugo can hit lefties reasonably well. What's his defense like? Not great. I could put Siri though in there if I wanted to. Let's go Christian. Let's give Christian Moore a shot. So, Christian Moore, Taylor Rogers. Jeffers is going to challenge that one. And they overturn it. I didn't think it was going to be overturned. I honestly thought that was pretty much perfect. And Moore is going to ground this to the shortstop. And Brooks Lee is going to take care of it. I assume he's playing short today. Jorge Soler. Definitely the best lefty hitter. Yeah, I'm going to leave him out there. I did not mean to swing at that. That's on me. That's on me. Good hit, and out in the right field. Jorge Soler gets on base here in the ninth. Donovan Walton. Yeah, give me Logan O'Hoppe here. Come on, Logan. Not had a good year, but kind of need you here. Because we need to sweep the Twins and say this is why you don't draft our players in the MLB draft. So, come on. Let's go. Of course, missed the first one, which was perfect, but the second sinker is low. And I don't swing at it. I was so close to swinging at that. My thumb twitched. That's inside. Good fighting there. Good eye from Logan O'Hoppe. Get this out of here, Logan. That'll do. Right back up the middle. Not going to get to the corners here, but 1 out, 2 on. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Soler has 26 speed. So who do you bring in here? Go with Oswald Peraza. You could go with Matthew Lugo. Matthew Lugo might have to be the one. Who's up right now? Travis d'Arnaud? Is there anyone better than Matthew Lugo at hitting? Is Lugo's the fastest? I'm going to bring in Nick Madrigal for Jorge Soler. Because I think he'll be better. And I'm also going to use the whole bench here. Bring in Matthew Lugo for Travis d'Arnaud. A decent lefty hitter. I don't think Madrigal is wicked fast. He's got like 56, but he's got enough that if you get it out there, he probably will get in. I would have challenged that and I would have been wrong. Even if it's just a productive out here, you'd be happy. That's not a productive out, and that could end the game here. But you're going to be tough with... He's in there. Matthew Lugo. That's why you have him there. He did move over, and they actually do decide that we're going to change. And Cody Funderburk comes in. He's had a good year. As we've got Nolan Shannowell. Oh, that was close. That was just Brooks Lee can't handle that. That was lucky. Wow. That was lucky. We nearly got thrown out to lose the game there. Shannowell, Cutter. Gets him. And that's going to be it. Grounded to second. And the Twins will make sure they don't get swept. And we don't get a measure of revenge after what they did to us in the draft. But we kind of knew that would happen, given that I haven't shown that I can hit in this game as of yet. Do need to take some more batting practice and stuff and things like that. I just don't get the time to really do it. But like, we weren't terrible today. Like, we had 10 hits, multi-hit days for Zach Neto and Donovan Walton. Josh Lowe had a double, an RBI for Donovan Walton and Adam Frazier. Zach Neto stole a base, got some stolen bases as well. Soriano did reasonably well today. Brent Suter obviously not very happy with how he played. And Kirby Yates ended up in the thing. We only had 6 strikeouts, and they had 14. So obviously, need to work on that. Need to get better. We'll go into practice and get better. Have to play the game though. That's how you get better. But we're now into the video, and we only literally just finished our first game. So sorry, hit off the mic there. So just want to continue on. Obviously, there's the All-Star games. I don't think we're going to have much to do today, to be honest. They have 14 players. Brent Curry can go. Luca, buddy, come on. He's whinging out there. I can hear him. Samina Terra is a closing pitcher? I thought he was a starter for some strange reason. Okay, go down there then. Fermin can be our setup with Saucedo. Buddy, come on. He's not happy. I don't know what's going on out there, but he's not happy. Luca, come here. Come here, buddy. Tell me what the problem is. Huh? What's the problem? You just want pets. Oh, yawns and stretchies and everything. Hello, bud. Hello. Let's see who's in the home run derby. Soto, Seager, Suarez, Rooker, Alonso, Bush, Harper, and Kurtz. Not a single Dodger in there, surprising enough. The trade is not aligned with our needs. Review what we are seeking before submitting another offer. So what are... I gave you something that you want, just you're not willing to trade that back. This was a lot easier when I could just ask them what they would give me. I don't think I'd get Jace Young. Because they're looking for us. Like, Frazier's not really the answer for them, though. Like, who actually needs a second baseman? The Mariners actually do need one. But they're in division. I'm not training with an individual rival. I'm sorry. That's just not happening. Rangers, Braves. The Mets, maybe. They don't have second baseman as one of their top priorities. The Dodgers want a second baseman when they have like 3 really good ones. I don't know why you'd want to actually. Like, Frazier doesn't really help them, to be honest. Kyle Nevin. Not really what I'm looking for. Jake Geloff. Again, not really what I'm looking for. The Red Sox. Maybe. Mikey Romero. Got some good vision if you just get up the hitting stats. Anthony Siegler. He's got good lefties, but again, I'm not getting that type of talent with who I'm offering. Braden Ward, good vision. What about Kikuchi and Frazier? Kikuchi would fit in. They're saying they would need a first baseman. I don't even know if I have a first. I don't have a first baseman to give them. Do I have a left fielder? I could give them a Jorge Soler. I mean, how much does he have left in his contract? This is his last year. Power hitter, good against lefties. Keep Adam Frazier around. Give him Kikuchi and Matthew Lugo. I was going to say Jorge Soler. I mean, you're 34 years of age, but what can you offer me then? I definitely want a third baseman. Not liking that one. Christopher Torrin has a ton of potential in terms of like where he could end up, but not really feeling it there. Yancel Louise is actually someone that I really like here. Good speed, good arm strength, second base, good switch bat hitter. 61 overall with a C potential. Got good vision, which could help him with his contact ratings. What about Yancel Louise? I don't think that they can even do this trade. I'd have to take someone with big salary off their hands that they would want to get rid of. I don't really think anything suits them there. The Orioles, could they use a left fielder? Not really. The Rays need a second baseman. I actually really like Ryan Spikes. I've had him in previous franchises, and like he can play a lot of positions, and he's good defense. Got some good hitting, reasonable hitting statistics, even if he is deep potential. But if I got another deep potential, like good hitter, maybe that's not worth it. I don't know. Anyway, looking at the All-Star game, they said one of our players did indeed make it. So who was our All-Stars? Don't think that there will be no pitchers. Not surprising at all. Blue Jays, Rangers, Orioles, Tigers, Athletics, Guardians, Mariners, Yankees, Tigers, Mariners, Orioles, White Sox, Rays, Twins, Red Sox, Angels. Zach Neto is the man that they've given the All-Star to. I don't know about that one. I would probably have given it to Sean O'Well. He's hitting 7 home runs, 231 average, 231 average. Honestly, I wouldn't have given it to Zach Neto. I think Sean O'Well would have been a better pick, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's it. So there, he was the only All-Star that we got. That's not surprising whatsoever. What about the Futures game? Do you have anyone in this? I doubt it. Maybe we do. It says that we did it there, I think. There's one Trey Gregory Alford. He's a B. Yep, that's the only one we have. And for hitting, any position players? I don't think so. Nope, just Trey Gregory Alford. I'm surprised it wasn't Tyler Bremner. He's been a more consistent player for us. Okay, now the rest of the day here, I think, is going to be less is going to be more getting our draft picks, taking a look at them, and maybe getting to the September call up. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to do many more. So he wants 4.3. We're going to offer him 4.5, and Jamie Ekstrom will indeed sign. So I've got a lot of high motivation guys, so I should be able to just offer them the very little. See if we can anyway. Padillo is signed. Socia has also signed. So Reed Norton is the only one that's kind of on the low side. And Andres Pena will... And he's declined that. And Reed Norton we can't offer a contract to yet. But we have most of our guys signed, so just not the second rounders. Rounder even. 27 players on the active roster. And I would want to trade someone. Oh yeah. I'm very tempted to send down Christian Moore. He's just not doing a good job this year. I think that's probably the play, I think. Christian Moore goes down. Yohan Moncada comes back, who's had a good year. I need to go to the AAA squad here and send someone down. Yeah, you can go down. Okay, now we're back to our... Gotta fix our lineups now. Should put on a bit of music here for you guys. Madrigal might be the play here. Or Jose Siri, I guess. Or just Matthew Lugo straight up. Lugo can play second, and he's a really good... No, he's not a good defender. It's Siri who's a good defender. So Madrigal should play here at second base. Moncada's a good defender. I have Adam Frazier playing third base. I think I prefer... Like, Trout is a good defender, though. So I don't really want to take him out of the field. No. Lost that one. Right. Draft picks. Joaquim Almanza. He signs Reed Norton. Reed Norton signs, and Andres Pena. He declined. So he's the only one we have left. As we lost again. We've actually lost 5 games in a row now. So all good fun. That being said, Zach Neto probably deserves to get a contract. He hasn't been amazing this year, but I think he's done enough to maybe get a contract. Is someone I want to take a look at. Grayson Rodriguez hasn't been great. Jose Soriano hasn't been great. Logan O'Hoppe hasn't been great. Nolan Chanowell hasn't been... No, Nolan Chanowell has been very good. Yeah, Nolan Chanowell has been very good. He's hit a 282. But what age is he? Out of sheer 24. Do I just want to sign Nolan Chanowell right now? Like, he's a good hitter. The defense is good. I mean, he's played well this year. What's the number if I were to go 5 years? 8.8. I think that's where to go now. Get up there. Give him 9 million. And sign him for the next 5 years. Maybe give him 10. And sign him. Because I think Nolan Chanowell is going to be our guy for the year. And he signs it. The rest, I think I might leave for the time being. Josh Lowe is someone who... I don't know if I'm going to sign him again. But Chanowell has been tied up for the foreseeable future. Neto is probably next. I'm going to be honest. He's probably next. So, right, Pena. Now, we signed all our draft picks. Now all we have to do now is get to the end of the month. So let's do that. Lost again. Lost again. Anytime today, guys. Finally! Stop the rot. Wow. Took us enough time. Now we're on a 2-game win streak. It's the trade deadline. And honestly, I do think we need to find someone to take. They say second base could lead to high prices. I just don't see it. I think I might have found an idea here. The Braves. I will give them Adam Frazier and Jorge Soler. But what do they give me? These are the questions. I don't really want pitchers. I want position players. I picked up a first baseman and a third baseman. I wouldn't mind an outfielder. prefer to take Eric Hartman here. Not a really good hitter, but the defense is there. He can play a number of positions. I'm pretty happy with that trade. And now I want to see if someone will take. Someone wants starting pitcher. The Orioles say that they want a starting pitcher. I mean, I don't know about that one. The Yankees want a relief pitcher. Closer for the Blue Jays. I could give them Kirby Yates. No, they don't need a closer. The Cubs. The Phillies might want Yusei Kikuchi here. What can you offer me? These are the questions. Trying to find a power hitter. Otto Kempit's too high, I think. And he's too old. 26 years old, that's too old. Dante Nori. Luca, buddy, come on. He's whinging again. I don't know why he keeps on stopping and starting again. Usually he just doesn't do it or he does it all the time, but I don't know why he's getting so annoyed today in particular. Pedro Leon. There's not many hitters that you can get that are lower rated, you know. There's not many that are going to intrigue you. Maybe Keaton Anthony, but I have a first baseman. Christian Cairo. Again, I think that's a little bit too much to ask for. C potential, 66 overall, but good contact. Got some vision, was really fast as well. I just don't see Christian Cairo to be a guy who'll start, in 2 years because the vision's not there. The defense is immaculate, but you need to have some kind of hitting skills to be able to actually do anything. Do we just take Dylan Moore? He's 33 though. I'm actually thinking of someone I think I drafted in an old game in the previous franchise. Dayton Miller's on the. How about if I gave you this and then you could have Josh Lowe? I have Joe Adele as a right fielder, and Josh Lowe's not been very good this year. I know arbitration is there, but Josh Lowe has not done much this year. How many home runs does he have? 6. I mean, and he's performed worse than last year. I wouldn't mind giving them Kikuchi and Josh Lowe if they gave me Aiden Miller and like an outfielder. Like I know I have Zach Neto, but Miller can play first base or third base. Neto can't play anywhere. So I could just have Aiden Miller play second. He's fast, athletic, got the arm. He can play third. You probably want a little bit more there, but I wouldn't mind taking Aiden Miller. What's wrong with you, buddy? I don't know if you guys could hear him barking. He gave me a bark because he wants pets. But what else? Otto Kemp. A little bit too high on the age, I think. Dylan Campbell. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Manolfi Jimenez, no. Yoel Dragu. Nice vision. Kind of an all-rounder. You put him down at AA for a year, he might improve. And if you're getting Aiden Miller, honestly, I think that's a good deal. I really do. I don't think keeping Josh Lowe around makes that much of a difference to where I know you say, well, he's a B potential player. Yeah, but we're getting a B potential player back who's 71 overall, who could be, we could bring him straight onto the roster right away now. So I don't know what happens if we'll get hear back from him. That trade was rejected. So we're not getting these two guys. And I assume we didn't get the other trade, or did we? I assume the second trade didn't go through either. Just go to right fielders, I guess. No, we still have Josh Lowe. They rejected that too. So it's going to be hard to get good trades, and that's it. That's it done. It's about time. We now see what our players are like. The Brewers have defeated us. Let's see the draft picks. Jamie Ekstrom. He's a 67 overall with B potential. He's got big power and he's got good defenses. Pretty much exactly what we thought he was going to be. Obviously, the contact, the vision, and the clutch are really, really bad. But I think he's a good pickup for us. I really do. So that's a good pickup for us. And he's got the potential, 86 potential. Obviously, we see like a lot of good stuff here as well. But the big one, and the one I wanted to get, Joaquim Almanza. A potential. He is so far away from the show that we need to really push him forward. The durability, that's a shame. That's a real shame. But the one thing that Joaquim Almanza has is a decent starting point to his vision, and his power isn't actually terrible. He's got great speed, his stealing is good. He can play third and first. He doesn't need to play first. He is great. He's pretty decent defenses. For that was his main calling card, his speed and his defense. Which is just Jamie Ekstrom just without the power and a bit more vision. So I'm really happy with Joaquim Almanza. Next up is Pedro Padilla, another A potential player. He's also 22, so we're going to have late guys here. But he's a really good contact hitter. Like, really good. Good discipline. The clutch, vision, and contact are all in a great position. And he's not a bad defender. He is not a bad defender. The speed's not fantastic, but everything else you're really happy with. Like, he doesn't need a crazy strong arm. Obviously, you want to get that arm accuracy up. He's got a bit of pop against lefties. So, a switch batter, Pedro Padilla, another really good one. Next up, Raleigh Socia. His control, the clutch are really what I would like. And the home run per 9, they're all in really good like positions. His cutter is really good, it seems. Yeah. Raleigh Sosa, like the only problem that I have here is the only one that right now that is like a day one, like as soon as you get him, you could start him, is Jamie Ekstrom. But I want to get that contact up a little bit. I want to be in the 40s to get the vision up, get the discipline up. So he's not going to be there anytime soon. Reed Norton is a very good. He's got some good control. The clutch isn't there, but the home run is in a good spot. He's actually pretty damn good. Like, I mean, 97 mile per hour fastball. What was his fastball? 92. That is question. That's not great. But 97, you know, that's pretty good. Really happy with that. 82 curveball, sweeper. He's got the fastball is what he's got right now. Really like Reed Norton. And finally, we've got Andres Pena. He's the exact opposite of what Reed Norton is. Reed Norton strikes out righties. Pena strikes out lefties. Now, Pena's got a little bit better in terms of clutch. His control's not great, but still perfectly good in what we're trying to achieve here. So, a really good draft that I'm really happy with. I suppose the real question now is, what about the other players, the players we missed out on? I made a list of the players that we had missed in the draft. I'm going to go through them now. I want to start off with Gene Hunter. He went to the Rays. Was Gene Hunter worth the second round pick? Yes, he was. He actually was lower than his scouted potential, but he's a 63 overall, good contact hitter. The defense actually isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So, did we get a better prospect in Jamie Ekstrom? They're relatively close in terms of potential. Jamie Ekstrom actually starts at a higher overall, so he's got less to grow. So maybe you are happy with Gene Hunter. Maybe the power comes around. The defense has time to come around. But, yeah, sure. The Rays pick up anybody else here? No. So the Rays didn't steal anyone else from us. Next we go to the White Sox. I want to go see the number one overall pick. Where are you? Where are you, White Sox? Where? I must have skipped them. Dodgers, San Diego, San Francisco, Orioles, Boston, New York, Tampa Bay. There they are, the White Sox. Darryl Scruggs. 86 overall, or 86 potential, 59 overall. Home run preventer. Doesn't look like he's going to be a strikeout pitcher, though. He does have good strikeouts against righties. Not one I would have been crazy happy about. Where are they? They picked up Steven Ecker. The two guys they picked up, Andres Magana. Yeah, Ronan Blumenthal was a very good pitcher. Magana is a hit preventer, and Blumenthal's got a really good starting point as well. Just really good. They're two really good pitchers. Relief pitchers, just really good. But they did get screwed early on in the draft because they took a right fielder, Steven Eckert. I don't see him being crazy good for them. They get a really good closing pitcher, though. Want to look at some of the guys. Josh Boyle, we obviously talked about him in the draft a lot. Defense first guy. Could turn into something. But I don't think he's going to. He's definitely not better than anyone He's definitely not better than Jamie Ekstrom. So I'm very happy that we went with Jamie Ekstrom here. Derek Redding was a guy we were looking at. And yeah, he ended up being a pretty good pick. 88 potential, 58 overall, so plenty of time to grow for him. So Seattle got a very good pick out of them. The A's, 3 really good players. Probably the best player in the first round, Dalton Vaughn. Really low starting point, but the potential is indeed there. Villanueva, and so 3 good pitchers, and then their position players weren't as intriguing. Quezada is there. Giovanni Sohn, we took a look at him. 70 potential, 55 overall. He's not someone you would be getting too crazy about. Leonardo Guerra, pretty all round, just has a lot of growing to do. Low 80s potential. Dave Wilson, there's Del Bledsoe. Miami didn't do a fantastic job here. Neil Carter, I don't think we even tried to get him, but he's got speed, that's about it. But that's the draft picks. James Kurtz, I did like him too. Good power, good defense. Davis Sunchin is there too, 77 overall. Look, we didn't pick him. Luther Sinacor. Ooh, we could have picked him late in the rounds. We could have picked Sinacor, and the Reds picked up I remember saying it. There's Stanley Watanabe as well. But that's the draft. And guys, I know I said we'd go on to September. Unfortunately, I've got a really moody dog here today, so I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We didn't really accomplish as much as I would like today, but nonetheless, we still got a lot done. We got to see our draft class, and the next time we're going to finish the season. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you had a great day, and hope you have a great weekend. Peace out, guys. Thank you for spending your Sunday evening here with me.